Play that funky beat. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3, back once again on Fightful Overbooked. This ain't FMC. I don't even think this is Degrassi dudes, but I am here with the Spinner Mason to my Jimmy Brooks, the Charlie Conway to my Russ Tyler. He is Steven Jensen. What's going on, good brother?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Getting my day started. Glad we're able to do this. Like we've been telling y'all, we're trying to bring this to you at least once a month over here on Fightful Overbooked. A little bit out of the box, some different stuff, some tier lists. Today we're doing South Park. And we're going to, excuse me and SP3 have been talking. We're going to definitely get caught up soon on talking about Mighty Ducks Game Changers. We're gonna have to save it because we want to get through the tier list, and I have my shoot job, so we got like the hard out, like I do with the spotlight. But we'll get you a full recap of the season. Like we're already about halfway through the season, I think. So
well, if I I love having live production meetings on all of my shows live on the air for people watching so they can see. I don't know how your schedule is on Fridays. If you could do it maybe every other Friday, because I was thinking we could do like maybe two per month, one show just dedicated on Degrassi, and then we could do a one on a show that we mutually like we're doing today.
I like it. We'll talk about that. I like the idea. If we can make that happen, I'm down.
Bet. But we want to hear from all of you. We want to hear, what's your thoughts on South Park? If you're a South Park fan, if you're not a South Park fan, then this is a great introduction to the show where we will kind of go through the characters. We won't go too in depth because, like Jensen said, we do have a limited amount of time, but we will kind of highlight some of the stuff that makes these characters the most memorable and why we're putting them in each spot. But we want to hear from you. So sound off in the live chat. And of course, if you're watching us live, you're watching us on demand, remember to drop a thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your friends, your fans of South Park, everyone that you know that likes South Park. Share with your friends. I actually, funny enough, Jensen, I did have someone that sent me the link for our Jay and Silent Bob podcast and was like, oh my god, I didn't know you guys do this. Like I was
really?
Yeah, it's a show we do like once a month where we focus on mostly Degrassi, but me and Jensen, we have so many shows that we like in common. So we did Jay and Silent Bob, and he was like, oh, what other ones do that? I was like, well, our last one we did Nickelodeon shows. He was like, oh shoot. So yes. I know that we are kind of reaching out, broadening the spectrum that is usually here on Fightful Overbook. What I tend to do on Fightful Overbook, FMC, talk about sports and reality television. Here we talk about Degrassi, we talk about other TV shows. So I like the fact that me, Jensen, Jeremy, the crew at Fightful Overbook, we're highlighting these type of shows. So we want to hear from all of you. Sound off in the live chat, sound off in the comments. Let us know your favorite South Park character.
Yes, for sure. And of course, if you send any super chats, we'll make sure to put them up on the screen and we'll read them out, and we'll treat those a little extra special if you send us any super chats through here too. I have the list here. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I was showing SP3 beforehand. I think I got I got most of the characters we need to cover. Still a good chunk of South Park characters. Obviously, there's been like a lot of one-off characters. There's been a lot of characters that, I mean, there's been so many episodes that had so many characters that had the movie. So, like we did with the tier lists for, what was for the Nickelodeon characters at the end, where we'll, if we realize there's anyone missing off this list completely, I'll make sure to Photoshop them in afterwards, and then we'll post the official image today on social media. So, yeah, I mean, you want to just jump in and get started?
Yeah, well, I have to like get in close here to see.
I'll let everyone know who we got here.
Yeah, so let's go through first the tiers, because we got letters here, but we gotta give these special names real quick.
Can I edit these? Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, you can always edit those. So what should like the top tier? I mean, we always go with the goats in the top tier, so we can go with South Park goats as the top tier. Then we can go, I guess, make it simple. Great characters. Go great. Then we can go what should these middle ones be? I'll let you kind of do the middle ones.
I mean, this is literally. Well, actually, it isn't right in the mid. I was gonna say we have like one is mid.
Yeah, that's mid. I think the yellow one should be mid.
Right here, mid.
And then the one above that maybe just good.
Good, yeah, I like that.
Or passable. I don't know.
good, great, mid, lame, and
the worst.
Who?
Trash.
Trash. I like that. Trash. Okay.
There we go. So let us know who you think deserves to be in each of these tiers. But let's get into the first character that we got down here, Jensen.
Yeah, so kind of a strange picture for this one. I believe this is Officer Barbrady. It's him with his dog.
But like yes. This is when he got fired.
Right. Which was those were some funny episodes. So yeah, Officer Barbrady, OG character. Not seen nearly as much as he was like in like the OG seasons. He was like way more prominently featured, especially once they started bringing on this dude, the detective police officer dude.
Yes.
Who he kind of took over as like the main like officer of South Park, it feels like. But yeah, I mean I feel like Barbrady's a hard one to rank because like he means a lot to the beginning of the show. We don't see him as much normally, but he's a funny character. He's a memorable character. What do you think about Barbrady?
I would say that if it wasn't for the later seasons when he got fired from his job, I would definitely say he's in the lower half. He's like mid to, I won't go as far as trash, maybe just lame. He's a mid or lame character. But after those episodes, I would probably either do either mid or good.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go mid just for now, only because he's the first one, and we got to see where some of these kind of shape out. There's a very good chance he could get bumped to good, though. That's very, very possible. Next we got Bebe, who once again, like not really heavily featured on the show really ever, but like was always around and like was kind of like like whenever Wendy was like dating Stan and stuff, Bebe was like kind of there for Kyle, kind of like but not
she
really.
Was like, the best friend. She was the Kyle to Wendy.
Exactly. Where would you put Bebe on here?
That seems like another very mid character. I mean, she's had a couple of stuff like Bebe has boobs. That episode, she's had a couple of episodes kind of highlighting her. I won't say she's lame because she has kind of like a sassy attitude. So I would go mid.
Okay. See, and this is already making me think that Barbrady might need to go up to good because I feel like Barbrady's better than Bebe. I
mean, that's fair. We should wait till we do a couple.
Okay. I don't even remember this kid. It's like a one-off character from like a random episode.
Do you have to look it up?
Yeah, we're gonna put him towards the bottom. I put some of the less memorable characters around the bottom. Like I remember some of these, but like that's more if we can get to it. Okay, Butters. This is where we start getting a couple. This is a heavy hitter, obviously. Goat, yeah.
Goat. Like that's simple for me. Yeah. Like Butters after his episodes, him discovering that his dad was having an affair and his mom almost killing him. Like you felt so much sympathy for Butters. And then they've done so many other episodes outside of that where he's Professor Chaos and him becoming a pimp. That's just classic South Park. And then don't get me started on the COVID specials. Where he becomes the NFT. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that was so funny. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Butters is a goat character. I still like quote stuff about him all the time. Maybe my favorite episode of South Park might be the Awesome-O episode, and he like makes that big time by like not falling for it, but no one falls for it though. I mean, I should say everyone falls for it.
Yeah, he's the only one that fell for it. Eric being a robot.
Someone actually just gifted me this, which is
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so awesome. Very cool.
Awesome-O.
I am Awesome-O 3000. But yeah, no, Butters is a goat character. Also, the You Got Served episode, one of my favorites, and he does the tap dancing. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great stuff.
Ah man, you're gonna make me rewatch that You Got Served episode. That's one of my favorites. That's
Same here.
Oh yeah, and
Absolutely.
Ace shouting out Casa Bonita. Casa
Yes.
Bonita episode is a classic Butters
Absolutely.
episode as well.
Absolutely.
Butters and Cartman have one of the best relationships in this show.
I agree completely. I grouped all the goth kids together.
Lame, all of them. All of them.
The only one that I was thinking about maybe putting up higher was this one, because he's the only one in the You Got Served episode who's such a nonconformist that he doesn't conform and like joins the other team.
That is true.
But no, I'm okay with that. And there's gonna be people who are gonna be mad about that, I think. But we have to account for the other characters. Yes. We have to rank these characters. They can't all be good or great.
Exactly.
Or goats like Butters. Oh man, I forgot this kid's name. This kid was from the movie.
Was this the devil kid?
No, that's Damien. That's right here. Over here. This was the kid. This was the kid in the South Park movie, like the old movie from the 90s, who like helped them. He was like their ally. I can't remember what his name was. That's probably not a good sign. I'll probably just call him lame. I don't think he was trash.
Yeah.
He didn't. He was only in the movie.
Yeah, and I remember bits and pieces of the movie, so I don't remember him though. That's another thing that I need to go back and watch.
The movie holds up. The movie's still pretty hilarious. Yeah.
Please believe, Ace, if that character is on this listing, I know where I'm putting him.
He's here.
Okay.
Do you want to go right to him?
Let's go right to him.
All right.
Pip is trash. Pip is trash. He's one of the worst South Park characters of all time. I've seen multiple ranking videos of South Park characters where people don't even rank him. Like he's literally that much of trash. He's below the bottom tier of South Park characters.
See, I'm with that too, because I remember there was a short time. Remember there was I can't remember what season it was, but they tried to kill off Kenny like for good and
replace him with Pip.
Yeah, and it seemed like Pip was the one they were trying to, and then they wound up like totally backtracking on all that, probably because Pip's lame and no one really cared.
And then they found the perfect replacement for Kenny and Butters, but it was too late.
Yes,
they already backtracked.
Well, and so this kind of ties into kind of the same idea. Like this kid, like remember this kid with the blonde hair? He was in that episode with like they were like the
Mormon family.
Yeah, was this this was the Mormon family? I'm almost positive. Because he actually wound up like he like beats up Stan at like the end of the episode, right? And it's like Kyle makes his sister like become a slut. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. This kid was actually pretty cool, but it was just another one of those one-off characters that like. But he was like the nicest kid ever. I remember like the family. It went from the family like wanting to fight him to like them like having dinner together and like becoming friends because they were just so nice. It was the dum 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 dum
dum dum dum.
Joseph Smith is a prophet. Dum 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 dum. But yeah, it's hard to grade him. Like I don't think he's trash. I don't know if he's even really lame, but he's not like a Bar Brady.
Yeah, he's mid.
Mid. I think we got to bump Bar Brady to good. I think we have to do it because like
that's fair.
He has to rank higher than like some of these one-offs. Craig. Or sorry, we'll go Clyde and then Craig. So Clyde.
Clyde, my opinion of him has changed since the post-COVID special.
I think he's even funnier now after that.
Yes,
actually.
Yes, I think he's a definite good character. I think he went from mid to good in the post-COVID special.
Yeah, I'm with. That was so funny. It really was. And the whole time he's like, yeah, somebody told me, and it like turned out he told himself in the future about like not taking the vax. Like, oh, that was so funny. Craig,
and that's for me. I group him with Tweak.
Yeah, he's kind of lame.
I mean, I'm okay with them only because the him and Tweak's relationship is one of the sweetest in South Park.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because it all started with that like whatever you call it, like I don't know if you call it like hentai or like it was like the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, those episodes and just him just flipping off the other boys. I think Craig is in the good for me.
He's in the good. Okay. Well, I'll put him in the good for now. So here's the thing with Tweak. We'll go right to Tweak. I think that I might rank Tweak higher though, because he was kind of more of a prominent character at times. The whole Underwear Gnomes episode was like based around him.
I like Tweak. I would put him in the good, but definitely in the higher part of the good. He would probably be higher than all the other characters that you have in good.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe something like that for now. Damien, another one-off character, kind of trash. I mean, he was just like the son of the devil.
Yeah, trash for me. Yeah.
PC Principal.
Oh, PC Principal, man, he's a great character. He should be the top of the great. I'm sorry, I love PC Principal.
Yeah, I mean, newer character, but like heavily utilized, and he was there in the future too. Like still as the I go good or great.
I go with great. I would say
great.
PC Principal is great.
All right.
Especially the stuff with Strong Woman. Oh man, with the
it is funny.
Babies, those are hilarious.
Dude, and some people are not gonna like me saying this because listen, I'm very pro everything I'm kind of gonna make the jokes about right now. Like you gotta understand, like these are just jokes, but like they had that episode where it was like the Randy Savage dude who was like beating all the women in the and oh my god, that was so funny to me. Yeah, but it was like the most testosterone. It was literally Randy Savage, but competing against women and just destroying them in all of these sports. And Strong Women and PC Principal were a big part of that episode. So I can go with great on PC Principal. I'm good with that. I don't know if we want to go right. Well, we want to dance around some of these. I mean, we know where it's going, so
you might as well just do it, man. So you know how we rock with Cartman. He is the top of the top. He is the GOAT of the GOAT. Yeah. He's the Michael Jordan of this South Park game. This man has been doing it for over 25 years. He has been making us laugh, doing the most horrible shit. Scott Tenorman episode is one of the greatest episodes in South Park history. I mean, the post-COVID special, if you weren't a Cartman fan after the post-COVID special, then you would definitely love him after that, because him as a Jew but that's the thing. Cartman was a genuine Jew. He really cared about his family. Yeah. He literally was trying to stop them from stopping the whole thing because he wanted his family. That's what made that ending of the post-COVID special gut-wrenching for us Cartman fans, because that was so fucked up. I was like, come on, man. He actually came through and helped y'all save the day, and then he gets left out in the cold. He's a bum drinking alcohol.
That was so brilliant. That whole I've said it to you before, but I legitimately think that post-COVID the two-parter with them as adults, that at least definitely in the last 10 or 15 years, that's the best I think South Park's done. That might be my favorite thing South Park's ever put out, honestly. I thought it was so well. But everyone else got their redemption. It's because everything kind of turned out how you would want it to. Because Cartman, with all the terrible stuff he did throughout his childhood, he deserves to be a drunk, bum with nobody. And then it turns out that Stan and Wendy kind of do wind up together, and he winds up in the military, but he's working out at Mars and stuff. And it's and then Kyle, it looks like Kyle winds up kind of getting Cartman's Jewish nice Jewish life, So Cartman's a go. Cartman's probably the top character in South Park.
Yes.
Mr. Bravlovsky, he's had his moments. He's no Randy Marsh. I mean, Randy's gonna take the cake for the parents. But where would you put Mr. Bravlovsky on this list?
He was a definitive mid character for me before he was an online troll.
The trolling was his breakout.
The trolling was his breakout. I would put him in the good for me.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
We're getting a lot of heat in the chat for putting the goth kids in lame, apparently.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's up to you. For me, my immediate thought is they are lame. I can think of some good episodes they've been a part of, but if we're gonna keep this ranking kind of genuine as far as like how we're ranking these characters, I mean the most I could do for the goth kids is put them up to mid. That's it.
Yeah, which we might wind up doing. We'll see. We got to see where some of these other characters shake out here.
Yeah.
Jesus, pretty funny character on the show. Pops up occasionally. I'm not Christian, so I don't know how offensive it is to everybody else. Some of the stuff they've done to him on the show, like they've like killed him with like a shank before, like so.
First instant seeing Jesus on this show was him getting beat up by the devil.
That's right. They had the boxing match.
Yes. Yeah.
Where would you put Jesus on here?
Man, I feel bad saying this because I'm
Catholic. Mid, isn't he?
I'm Catholic. He's mid.
Yeah.
He's mid. Yeah. He's a mid South Park character. Jesus, you are great in general, but on South Park, he is mid.
There you go. I put him above Bebe though, so there you go. After that, we have Jimbo, Uncle Jimbo, another one of those characters who was more prominent towards the beginning of the show. But yeah, I mean him and Ned we can kind of group together. I see Ned right here. Some funny stuff. Like I remember like the early episodes, especially the ones with like the giant firecracker and stuff like that, like the giant snake that like wouldn't go out and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cow Days was one of my favorites too, with like the chamber parts and the line ride.
Yes, because that was in the video game as well. I had the N64 original video game, and that's in it. So I would go. Jimbo is definitely good. I mean, if you want to group him with Ned, that's perfectly fine with me. But Ned is kind of mid.
I'll go mid for both of them, but I do think Jimbo would go above Ned, so I'll still put him there. Ned was memorable though. The dude with the voice box in one arm, who was just down, who just YOLO, like down for anything. After that, we got Jimmy Vollmer.
Great, greatness.
Yeah, he's teetering between great and goat for me because the thing with Jimmy, especially once again, I know we're leaning heavily on these recent movies, the pandemic specials and stuff, but I think it counts for a lot because we finally saw how a lot of these characters are supposed to wind up as adults.
Yeah.
And Jimmy became even funnier to me that he goes on to become the host of like, he's basically, you think he's going to be Jimmy Kimmel on the screen and it's him. And he goes from telling all these non-funny, PC friendly jokes to by the end of the movie, when everything changes, he's like back to just like the hilarious, vulgar stuff that like, he was known for. I think he's a hilarious character. And then like the Special Olympics episodes they've done and stuff like that. Yes. Like, I mean, him and Timmy, I don't know if you can group them together. I don't know. Because I think Timmy's pretty funny too.
I would also put Timmy in the great. I mean, I would put Jimmy ahead of Timmy.
You'd be saying,
because Jimmy is a top tier great character on this show. Man, his boner episode is one of the funniest episodes of the series for me. The camp episode is an all-timer. I agree with Ryan in the chat. Timmy, a lot of the stuff that I remember him for is more of the earlier stuff, with him being the first mentally challenged character on the show and having his band. Oh man, the band with the
Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld, Lords of the Underworld.
Lords of the Underworld.
Yeah, dude. Oh, so yeah, Skylar. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Reach for the Skylar. Yeah, dude. Good stuff. Jimmy he cracks me up. I think he's hilarious. He's close to being a GOAT for me, which he might even be depending on how the rest of this list goes.
Yeah.
With the we were just talking about like the Special Olympics episodes and stuff. Jimmy is a mortal enemy right here. And then there's also Mimsy, his sidekick. I'm pretty sure his kid's name is Nathan. I'm almost positive. I think it's Nathan. but yeah, he like tries to sabotage like Jimmy during the Special Olympics. He did the camp episode.
Yeah.
He gives he's the one who tells him about steroids. So funny.
He's great. He's
But
great.
but yeah, he's like, I don't know. He hasn't been on very many episodes. Mimsy's probably trash. I'm with Colin.
Oh yeah,
Like Mimsy's,
yeah. Mimsy straps.
So
Mimsy is trash.
down here.
I would go. Nathan is maybe either lame or mid.
Yeah, I'll go lame. Well,
I would go mid.
All right, yeah, I'll go mid. It's just because the thing he is, it's very funny, the character. But yeah, sorry. I think someone's like blowing leaves right outside my door right now.
No.
All right, up next, another heavy hitter, Kenny McCormick,
Goat.
aka Mysterion.
I was gonna say the Mysterion episodes is what makes him a goat, because we got to learn how he's able to die and come back to life. We learned that he's only Mysterion for his little sister, so his little sister, feels protected, has someone there. I mean, he was a goat after the first movie, so
yeah,
like all of that stuff was just kind of the stamp with the Mysterion stuff.
Yes, 100%. I mean, Kenny, yeah, just the girlfriend episode is another classic, where with the ring, the Jonas Brothers and all that. Yeah, again, Kenny, we could do an entire episode on just this hilarious, and the whole concept, because like I don't know about you, but I had a couple friends that were like kind of in Kenny's boat growing up, where they were like kind of like the poorer families and like, in the school and stuff like that. And we would always go to their house and stuff. And like, we were just kids. We didn't care. But like, as we got older and stuff, we would kind of joke and be like, oh, go over to Kenny's house. You know what I mean? Like we would joke about that kind of stuff.
You were Cartman.
yeah, right. But once again, it was like, we wouldn't, our friends were in on this. They all like, it was a joke, it wasn't, I would never actually not be friends with someone or make fun of someone because of that. But yeah, Kenny's a good character. I have no idea who this kid is.
I wish I knew.
I just go straight trash, because I don't even know.
If I remember him, someone in the live chat, please tell us who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that. Part of me wants to say that might be like one of those. I remember like they used to do contests when like you could like, get into South Park.
That's what I thought too. It's one of those contest kids.
Next one, we got Ike Broflovsky, another one who makes a cameo in the future episodes, trying to fly home for Canadian Boxing Day. He's a tough one to rank, because like
he's either good to great for me. I would put him definitively in good, especially if you didn't have him already. When he got with the teacher, that should definitively put him in good.
Taming Strange.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that alone, I wouldn't put him at great, but like the Taming Strange stuff, I think that puts him in good for me. And like day one OG, like Kick the Baby was like a part of the show. Kyle's brother, like part of like one of the first major storylines in the show, where they have to like go save him because he got abducted. Speaking of his brother, Kyle Broflovsky, it's kind of hard not to put all of like the main characters as goats. You know what I mean? Like
I feel you. And this may be, I'm gonna be fully admitted. I'm gonna be fully,
because you're a Cartman fan. You're against Kyle.
Fan, I don't put him in the GOAT section. I put him in the great. He's a great character. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say GOAT. I don't have as many memorable moments, stories, episodes with the three characters that we have in GOAT that I have with Kyle. He's a top tier great character, but I don't think he's a GOAT.
Yeah, I get that. I actually agree with you. It's going to be weird when all the other main characters are about to be in the GOATs, because like I feel like there's no way Stan's going to not be a GOAT.
That is true. That is,
I don't know. I don't know.
If we're talking about GOAT rivalries, it's Cartman and Kyle. So there's an argument to put him in there just for that. And the friendship of him and Stan, it was a little bit kind of basic for like a lot of seasons, and then they added a lot of depth to the characters, especially with the post-COVID special and everything, all the specials that they've done in the past year. It's added a lot to their whole dynamic as friends. So I could see someone who can make the argument about Kyle, but I'm sorry, I'm a Cartman mark. I don't like Kyle as much as y'all do.
It's understandable. I would agree that he's going to be the weakest of probably of all the GOAT characters, especially of like the main boys who are the main characters of the show. I feel we got to go GOAT for now. Maybe we drop him down to great, depending, but I don't know. It would just feel weird having everyone else who's a main character in there. Like Kyle's never really done anything to make me dislike him. He just isn't like as funny of a character as some of these others.
Now, you need him to kind of balance out everything else.
Well, and he's kind of like the moral compass in a lot of ways too. Where like by the end of the episode, it was like what we learned as viewers is like what Kyle's explaining to us.
Yeah, it's either Kyle or Stan.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Speaking of Kyle, we have Kyle's cousin Kyle, who, as somebody who grew up Jewish, this character cracks me up because I knew a lot of people like Kyle's cousin Kyle, like because I used to play in like the Jewish like youth sports leagues growing up. So like I like the baseball episode they did, The Losing Edge, is like one of my favorite episodes they've ever done. Where like they're trying to lose so they don't have to keep playing baseball all summer, and how they bring in this Kyle like because he sucks because they're trying to lose. It was this kind of stuff just is so hilarious when they bring him originally and he's complaining about like getting splinters and like his glasses fogging up and all this stuff. Do you have any plastic desks? These wooden ones give me splinters. They're just like, oh my god, like they don't even like want to rip him because like they're just like he's too lame to even like make fun of.
Cousin Kyle is either lame or trash.
Yeah. I'll go lame. I definitely won't put him in trash. I'll actually put him ahead of like everyone else in the lame, just because when Kyle's cousin Kyle shows up, like I'm guaranteed to laugh because once again, like I knew kids like this growing up, so it makes it like extra funny. Leanne Cartman's mom.
Oh man, yo! After the streaming wars, I would put her in good to great. Honestly, I mean, good definitely. I can see if you could make an argument for her being great, but I think that she is among the tops, and when it comes to parents, not the top. We'll get to that, but
we know that. Yeah, I'm okay with going with good on that one. Also a prominent character. One of the main storylines in like the early seasons was Hughes Cartman's dad, and then it turned out to be her, but then it turned out not to be, and it's unfortunate because that episode 200 and 201 like got like wiped from existence.
Yeah,
but in that episode they explained that Cartman's dad was actually Scott Titterman's dad, and he killed his own dad, and he's actually a half brother of Scott Titterman, and he's was. But the best part of all that was at the end of the episode because he's talking to Mitch Connor on his, and he's like, and after all of it, after like realizing he killed his dad basically, and that he did all this to his half brother Scott and like all this stuff, his silver lining is that like because it turns out Scott Titterman's dad was on the '98 Denver Broncos, so Cartman just hyped. Now he's like kind of psyched. He's like, I'm a Denver Bronco. You know what I mean? It's just like, you are insane. Like he's like, you go get him, Denver Bronco. Just like, oh my god, this is so funny. It's so sad those episodes got wiped from existence because those episodes tied together so many stories that people just don't know were ever tied together. Anyway, next one we got here is Butter's mom. I mean, psychopath.
Oh man, either lame or trash.
I'll just put her in the trash. I hate Butter's parents.
Yeah, trash. I agree.
I don't remember this girl at all. This has got to be from a newer season that I just don't remember.
Who is that?
I got to go straight trash. Completely unmemorable.
Maybe
as a matter.
just can't see well. I don't know.
As a matter of fact, we should knock some of those out just real quick to get them up there.
Mhm.
Like this kid, I don't think we like didn't know this was.
No.
No,
I still
so
don't.
that's
And the chat hasn't told us yet.
yeah. I recognize some of these kids, but like not like I don't remember what they did because it was like literal one-off episodes.
Yeah.
Like, is this? I don't remember who this woman is.
Is that one of the parents? Either Tweak's
No.
parents or
Maybe it's Tweak's mom. I can't tell. I'm gonna have to go trash. Can't tell who it is.
Yeah. If we can't tell who you are or we don't immediately remember you, sorry. That's how the cookie crumbles.
I can't remember. Was this? Who is this? The girl that I'm on. Oh, sorry.
Wasn't she Token's girlfriend?
It was Token's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't his sister. His sister, I think, was younger because he has a sister too, doesn't he? He has like that whole family that lives across from the marshes. And I thought he had a sister. Yeah. Anyway, I think this is his girlfriend. But once again, like nobody, like it's got to be trash, right? Because like it's like just we don't remember anything about what she did. Same with this kid. I have no idea who this kid is.
Oh, it was Kyle's girlfriend, apparently. That girl.
This was Kyle's girlfriend? When did that happen?
That's what Ace said. I don't remember.
I mean, are we racist for saying that she was Token's girlfriend?
That is true. I am racist. I'm sorry.
Well, I legitimately remember her being on the show, but this is like a Hazel type scenario on Degrassi where it's like she's might have been on the show in the background, but like
I think he is actually right. Is Kyle's girlfriend because I remember Token went out with Wendy.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember her from like the episodes where like all the girls are like ranking the guys and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, Cartman wanted them to date. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. That I kind of remember that. Anyway,
with Cartman as Cupid. Yes. Now I remember.
I completely forgot about it. That was actually kind of funny.
It was funny.
Oh, Jeremy, this is terrible timing, bro. I got like 15 minutes before I got to get out of here. I'm
here. I was gonna wrap fairly soon. Hello.
Yes. All right. We got to get through these characters before our heart out.
Yeah. Any issues with how we've ranked things so far, Jeremy?
I mean, you guys keep going. I'll look at your list here.
Okay. All right. Next one up. Oh, so we're knocking out some of the people we like legitimately don't know who these are. So like this guy, I have no idea who this guy is in the bottom. So he's just going right in the trash.
If I don't immediately remember them, go in the trash.
Like I'm pretty sure. Like, is this Kenny's sister that I'm on right here in the bottom?
I believe so. Yeah, that's Kenny's sister.
Trash.
Wow. No, she's lame. She's at least lame.
What did she ever do? Well, I guess she was a part of the Mysterion. She was the Mysterion story.
That's all.
Wait, okay. You have Mrs. Cartman as good?
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Cartman rules.
Well, she's close to. We have to recalibrate some of these towards the end. Like
that's why we put her towards the top because, like I said, I said when she came out, I was like, she's definitely good, and I can even make the argument for great.
Let's see if there's anyone else. So like this girl here was Kenny's girlfriend. In that one episode with like the
Jonas Brothers episode.
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers episode.
I put a ring on my finger and it tells me what I cannot do.
That episode rules.
It was. But I mean, once again, she was like a succubus, right? Like she was kind of a trash character, like trying to make Kenny lame.
This is true.
So I mean, she's trash, right? Like we saw her one time. Like we can't put her on like the same level of like Kyle's cousin Kyle, who we've seen multiple times. Who's actually kind of funny.
Wait a second, Kyle's cousin Kyle is lame? That's one of the greatest characters ever.
Listen, I'm okay with him being in the mid. Once again, this is a collaborative effort that will be recalibrated, but we don't have a lot of time.
Collaboration sucks.
Okay, this chick has to go in the. I mean, one-off character, like right. Yeah. There's just no.
If you're a one-off character, or we don't remember you, you're going in the trash.
Okay, here's one who's like more than a one-off, but like very lame. Scott Malkinson. Where do you put Scott Malkinson? You got diabetes.
You got diabetes.
I'm Scott Malkinson.
I'm Scott Malkinson. I got diabetes.
The best is in the movies when like they pretend like they don't remember him, then they make fun of him. He's like, "You guys do remember me."
I gotta go good at least for Scott Tenorman.
For Scott Malkinson?
Oh, Scott Malkinson, excuse me.
Oh, I don't see Scott Tenorman on.
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
See,
that's
that's
a
a
big
big
omission.
omission.
That's a big
So,
omission. That's one of the goat villains of South
Yeah,
Park.
I'll Photoshop him in at either like well it'll be top towards
He'll
the
be
top.
great.
Well, great. Well, I can put Tenorman in the great. That works. All right. So, but anyway, Scott Malkinson. I don't know, like mid.
Yeah,
Is he actually a good character?
mid or good for me because of the only because of the post-COVID special.
The post-COVID special really gives bonus points to a lot of these characters. It really does.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Mackey, OG character, very memorable. I'll never forget him passing weed out in school and like it disappearing, and that was pretty hilarious. That idea.
Drugs are bad.
What were you saying?
Mr. Mackey's goated.
Goated?
Yeah. He's great for me. He's great.
I go great also. I don't know if I put him in the goat.
Oh, the
The goat's gotta be very
drugs are bad.
He's
that shit is all time stuff.
I'll put him over PC Principal.
I'll put him over Timmy too. I would say he's a top tier great character.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. But yeah, I mean, there was some funny. There was the one episode with the with like flashbacks about like the owl, like in the woods and stuff. Remember that? Owl the owl. Like, yes. Oh man.
Yes. Only reason I won't even make an argument for him being the GOAT like Jeremy is because he had the worst episode of the last season. What was that episode where he was like hearing stuff or some shit?
That was
so lame. That was so lame. There is some recency bias in a lot of these rankings. Like we said, post-COVID special helped a lot of characters, but this past season probably hurt some characters.
Yeah, I'm with Ryan. I'm with Ryan on this. You just mentioned it, so I just came in. You were talking about the recency bias. Mackey, the drugs are bad. That's legendary.
No, I agree. I know it's great. The great category is look. There's only 4 people there.
Yeah, like, we were very selective.
No, like I actually don't have recency bias because I think the earlier seasons of South Park I think are infinitely more funny than the current South Park. It's just the COVID special though it counts for something because you see how these characters wind up, and I thought it was hilarious how I thought they nailed like. Because I've been waiting a long time as a fan to see them as adults at some point, like just because we've seen them as kids for so long.
Like I'm just going off the top of my head. There's only gonna be one adult for me that I immediately say is a GOAT.
Yeah, it's Randy Marsh. We can just put him right there. Like, I mean, he's one of the best characters in the whole show. Like I'd put him maybe even. I mean, he's maybe even over budget.
I would say he's right behind Cartman.
Yeah.
Now. After the past few seasons, and then if you look at his character from the original episodes to now, the progression, just watch certain episodes and you will see the character develop more and more. He's probably had the best arc of any character on South Park. Cartman has been Cartman from day one. Randy, it took time for Randy to become Randy.
Yeah, Randy was just like a normal geologist, and then you turns out that he was like the Finger Bang episode is one of my favorites. Like
that's a classic.
Yes, yeah, like you find out he was a part of a boy band growing up and all that stuff, and like then he just becomes crazier with the losing edge when he's fighting Bat Dad and all that stuff.
That started it. The losing edge started his progression to the Randy that we know today, and then the streaming wars. Randy, haven't missed you so much. Where have you been?
Yeah, Randy Marsh, absolute goat. One of the best characters in the history of the show. I completely agree. This girl, recent seasons, right?
Isn't that Cartman's girl?
Oh, that's Cartman's girlfriend.
Oh, she deserves so much better. Oh my God, she's a good character. I'm sorry.
What about you, Jeremy? Got any opinions on Cartman's ex?
She can be mid.
Yeah, I'm kind of mid too on her.
Or lame.
Yeah.
You guys have Kyle's cousin Kyle is lame, which is still offensive.
Okay, we're bumping him up. I'm good with that. Thank you. Yeah, no, we have to. I'm
Forgot his glasses. Can't find his glasses.
Got swinger.
Got splinters.
That's an all-time episode.
All right, got 10 minutes. We gotta get through these. I I mean, this
Stan's
is the
grandpa.
grandpa. Stan's grandpa, who always calls him Billy. You can remember his name.
Where would you
I
go,
don't know.
Jeremy?
I'm probably mid. Like I don't mind Stan's grandpa, but like
Yeah.
he's got some like decent stuff, but nothing great.
The mayor, another one who was like more prominent kind of towards the beginning.
Lame.
Yeah, kind of lame. Not really. She didn't really wind up doing much. Really, ever. Yeah, it's kind of just a lame character, but not trash. Tweek's dad. Lame. I mean, right? Like,
I mean, we need a whole new section for fucked up parents.
yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, he's basically drugging his kids up with caffeine, and to the point where like underwear gnomes are stealing their underwear. No one will believe what's going on. And then I remember they had the episode where like, the rival, like the Starbucks comes to town, and he's like,
yeah. That episode is great though.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's the Underpants episode.
Yeah, that's
that
the
is.
original
Yes,
Tweek
right,
episode.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The dad just kind of, I don't know. I'd put him like lame. I don't really.
Yeah, he's lame.
How much attached into Tweek's dad? Mr. Garrison
/ fucked up parents.
Right. Mr. Garrison. I mean, he's gonna be way up there. He's
man.
Yeah.
He means a lot to the show. I would go great or GOAT for Garrison. I mean, I would go definitely great, and I can make an argument for GOAT, but great, I would say.
Yeah. I'm with you. Jeremy, would you have Garrison at great or GOAT?
Garrison's GOAT. So
I
like
think he's
the Donald Trump
Mrs. Garrison,
I put him over Kyle, actually, as a matter of fact.
And the Trump stuff, like I'm not the biggest fan of that, but like early Mr. Garrison is like fucking classic.
But it is still clever how like they worked it into where he became Trump.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was smart how they did that.
They just flowed with everything because it was just supposed to be a joke. Like they thought the Donald Trump thing was, and then they had to make him the president.
Yeah,
but
they didn't think
the
there was
early
any way.
stuff with Mr. Hat, Mr. Slave. He put the mouse up Mr. Slave's ass. Like
Lemmy Winks.
Yes, Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Winks. Yes. Is this Tweek's mom?
Probably.
Yeah.
So trash. Mr. Slave.
Mr. Slave is actually hilarious. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I would go.
He's shoving gerbils up his ass.
Yes,
I would go good or mid.
Well, not just gerbils. They find like there's like the frog and the sparrow and like
Paris Hilton. He shoves Paris Hilton up his ass.
That's right. He does.
He goes in good just for that.
Good. Remember, he's at the Jonas Brothers concert. He's in the crowd. They show him in the crowd.
And they don't have. Do they have Big Gay Al down there? They don't have Big Gay Al. I don't see Chef.
They didn't. Yeah. Well, Chef. Man, that'd be a tough one to rank because.
Yeah.
Of what? Yeah. But yeah, you're right. We got to add Chef, Tenderman. Send me a list after if you can. If anyone you remember, and I'll edit some in. When we put the list up. Okay, I got about 5 minutes. We got to go pretty fast. Kenny's mom, just rattle all that out.
Lame.
Chokes
on dick.
Miss Chokes on dick. Trash. Yeah, for sure. 100%. She was like a quick fix replacement that just didn't.
Sheriff is either mid or good. I love some of these later episodes.
I do too. Yeah. I'd have to put him.
The Mr. Jefferson episode, like he got to be good for me.
Remember the episode where he's trying to figure out the killer and like he's like can't figure out that like the hand is like just like backwards. I'll put him at good. I'm fine. I think I'd probably put him over Bar Brady at this point. He kind of took over as like the authority figure. Terrence and Phillip together,
grouped them together, mid as fuck to me.
What?
I'll put him at good. I'm okay with them good splitting the difference on that. I like Terrence and Phillip. Like the concept is funny because the idea of Terrence and Phillip was made because Trey Parker and Matt Stone were getting attacked by all the critics and stuff saying it's just a bunch of fart jokes. So they made characters that only made fart jokes to piss off the critics even more. So it's funny. I mean, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are legends. Those guys are the best. Father Maxie, is that his name?
Father Maxie goes up to mid for me only because of the priest molesting episode.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know, Jeremy. Where'd you put the priest here? Because I'd put mid or lame.
Probably mid.
Mid. I'll put him mid.
Yeah.
I'll put him over. Well, I won't put him over Malcolmson. I'll put him over
The old
Kenny's
principal,
ex.
the principal before
Principal Victoria.
Principal Victoria. Yeah.
Lame. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Not much about her.
Is that just a ginger kid?
Yeah, the devil,
Satan. Satan.
Big part of the
rules.
movie. Big part of the original movie.
Yes. I go great. That's Saddam Hussein relationship.
I'm good with having him at the great.
That's the Saddam Hussein relationship is goated.
Oh yeah, it is.
Sure.
Yeah, the Chris episode, the Sweet 16 episode too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Halloween episode where he dresses up like the Crow.
Yeah.
We had Strong Woman. We talked about that a little bit earlier. One of my favorite episodes of like recent episodes was the one where it's like Randy Savage beating all the women at all the sports.
That's her ex.
Yeah. But I don't know. She's not like that. I mean, I don't think she's nearly as funny as like PC Principal or anything.
Yeah, I go mid.
Mid. Yeah, I'm fine with mid for her too. Stan's mom. I don't know. Glad she survived the movie. The movies, like you found out she died, but then like the alternate reality brought her back.
Yeah.
Kyle's mom. Kyle's mom was the big fat bitch. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Kyle's mom.
What?
I knew
Kyle's
way too many
mom
moms
is
like this growing
great.
up. I knew way too many moms like this growing up.
Exactly. Kyle's mom is great. What?
Great.
Oh.
I would go good.
Yeah, I'll go good. I can succeed with good. Kyle's Stan's sister.
Shelly.
Shelly. Her ex-boyfriend Skyler. We talked about him a little bit.
Oh
earlier.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of mid. Yeah, I don't know if I'd put her any higher than that. Stan is a goat. I mean, legit main character.
Stan sucks.
Don't worry, Jeremy. I said the same thing about Kyle. I was like, I can make an argument for Stan just being a great character. He's just great. I can make an argument for both of the main characters, Stan and Kyle, are just great. They're not goats.
We got Craig's dad, I believe is who this is.
He was against a gay couple, so
that's trash. Right. Trash. Okay, there you go. Bigot. Butter's dad.
Oh man, trash.
Butter's dad's pretty great, honestly.
But he is.
I'll put him at lame. I'll put him above the trash, but like Butter's parents,
his
like,
parenting
oh my God,
is not good at all.
No. Kenny's dad, just YOLO swag, just doesn't care about anything about aside from getting drunk.
Put him in the fucked up parent section of
fucked up parent section with the lame.
Token, I can make an argument for being great because we've been mispronouncing his name for 20 years.
Tolkien.
Tolkien, honestly, kind of goated. Honestly, goated.
Yes, after the streaming wars and post-COVID, everything, man, everything with Terry Farms, he is either great or goat for me.
I put him in great. I'm okay with either though, and let's not forget that he just whips out like knowing how to play the bass in Faith Plus One.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That episode rules.
So
legit, like my favorite episode is Faith Plus One.
I'm gonna put him in great, but we might bump that. Like that's a close one. I'll put him like way up here. Like
Wendy is good for
Boo.
me. Oh, good.
Boo, Wendy Testerberger.
Only because she fucked up Cartman. She's either mid or good for me.
I'll go mid, but I'll go definitely like all the way up there. Okay.
Boo, Wendy.
I gotta clock in for work. I have 1 minute. That was great. We got the tier list right here. Please send me omissions to just DM me.
Chef is definitely one. I've seen people mention that, but Chef
Scott Tenorman, Big Gay Al.
Well, Jeremy, do you want to stay? You're logged in. You want to stay on here for a minute? Because I gotta bounce.
Yeah, I can't do anything rankings wise. I don't have like access to that, but SB3 and I can banter about the South Park, and I can end the episode.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna take this away, and See you guys. Have a good.
Bye, Jensen.
Oh, by the way, y'all. I think we're doing Fightful Fight Night tomorrow for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. So we'll be live for just the main event on YouTube.com/Fightful. Anyone wants to join, let me know. But once again, we'll be live just for the main event. Oh, Tally, he's like,
Tally's,
yeah, I gotta go, or else I'm gonna be late for work. All right, see you guys.
Thank you,
Jensen.
sir. Tally's a good one. Yeah, I just
Tally
need
is a very good one.
people to sound off with characters that are missing, because there's a bunch. There's a bunch of trash characters though that are also missing, like Miss Crabtree. She's trash.
Miss Crabtree was great. I mean, she is
trash.
like trash.
She
Dude, the
trash.
episode where she's like, Kenny's a whore and everything, though, like that, she's great in that episode.
She has great lines, but I'm just saying, she's just she was very early on, and none of it is really like that memorable.
Fair, but I mean, she still has some very good moments. Some very good moments.
What do you think about us putting PC Principal in the great section? I
like PC Principal.
I love him.
I actually like PC Principal. Where I can't remember the girl's name, but where they're in the gym, and he's always like, "Karen, shut the fuck up," when she's talking like every episode.
Yes,
for that season.
Oh, that was was it Karen? Because that was the girl that quit social media, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, because she kept getting yelled at by PC Principal, and then a couple episodes later, that's when she quit social. That's Heidi. Then
is it Heidi?
Yeah, that's Heidi.
Heidi, shut the fuck up.
Because she becomes Cartman's girlfriend after quitting social media.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, that line always rules. I like PC Principal. I think he's great. Honestly.
He's one of my favorites from the latter seasons for sure.
I gotta I've watched all the new stuff, but it doesn't stick with me like the classic stuff, because I've watched that like millions of fucking times. So all of that is just like embedded in my brain. I feel like I'm trying to remember like y'all's list and who was there, and if there was anybody like Mr. Twig should be there. Mr. Hat should have his own separate category as well. Like these classic characters just stick with me the entire time. So, yeah,
the classic characters, man, that's what made me a fan of South Park as a kid. Like I was thinking about it the other day, from how I watched South Park as a kid and who was my favorite character then to how I got older, and that changed. Like when I first watched South Park, it was Stan, because he was like the most relatable. He was the main character. He was just a good old kid. And I was only like 10 years old when South Park came out, so I related to Stan. But then as I got into my teenage years, started rebelling more, that's when I was just like, no, Cartman is the real main character of this show. He is the one that is doing all the crazy shit. He's the one that's the most interesting character. So he's the one that is my favorite, and it's been like that ever since.
I mean, Cartman is, Cartman is like just top. He's the best character ever.
He's Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
he's Michael Jordan for South Park.
He's slipped over the years when they've like tried to change him a little bit, but again, the classic seasons, like just those episodes with Cartman are just cannot be topped. So Colin says Chef goat, Big Al great, Tally good. Chef,
I would go great.
He slips a little bit at the end too, and then the way it ends is, I understand how it ends because of everything that was going on personally. It's a great episode, like how they write it off and everything. But the way he like fades in the later seasons before his ultimate demise hurts him a little bit. Tally, I'm just the initial Tally is somebody else who I didn't like the A Million Little Fibers episode. Like it was fine, but like the initial Tally episode, which is the Gamescom 3000 or whatever it's called, like that's another one of my like all-time favorite episodes.
Yes. Even the documentary one they did with Tally, I love those little ones that they do with
the intervention episode.
Yeah.
That was with I saw you had I can't think of his name, but Mimsy.
Yes.
Like summer camp and stuff. Yeah.
Automatic trash Mimsy. He's useless. He's a useless sidekick. We also forgot. Also wasn't listed. Mr. Hanky.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big
That's
one.
that's
Literal
a
shit.
big piece of shit to be missing off that list.
Yeah. That's a classic. That's a classic one, Mr. Hanky. That's another one. I feel like I say like every episode is my favorite. But Mr. Hanky is he's part of the episode. The Merry Christmas Charlie Manson
Oh yes,
episode
yes.
is because it's like it's Cartman's family, and because since Cartman is like Cartman, then you add like more Cartmans to it. That's such a good episode.
Just
Such a
turn
good
up the
episode where they
Cartman.
visit
Those
Cartman's
are my
family.
favorite episodes. You just
Yeah.
turn up the Cartman, give me more Cartman, and it's always going to be a
Cartman
fun
and
time.
Butters. Cartman and Butters together.
That's what I said.
Just a pairing.
That's the best pairing on South Park for me.
Yeah, that's the best pairing. The episode where they go to the Adventure Funland or whatever it's called, Adventure Fun Time, and they're together, and everybody else is at the 1960s or 1600s little gimmick, and everybody has to stay in character. I love that episode. Yeah, and Faith Plus One. I know I've said it, but like that's legitimately like if I had, I'm sure like if I thought about it more, I'd pick like, oh, I like this episode better. But Faith Plus One is like legit one of my just all-time favorites, and that's a big Cartman and Butters, and Cartman clashing with Stan and Kyle and everything, and that's like Napster days too. So like the like we understand those references of like, oh yeah, Metallica being pissed off that Napster was a thing. Like that's a classic episode.
Yes, very, very classic episode. Awesome-O we mentioned before.
Oh, Awesome-O's good.
Casa Bonita, another one that we mentioned before. Yeah, those are all great ones. I saw someone else in the live chat. I would say if we had a list of celebrities, Kanye West. And I know this is it's not a good time. It's not a good time to say good things about Kanye West, but Kanye West is the GOAT celebrity on South Park because I still to this day can see that scene like out of context, out of nowhere, and I'll start laughing. What do you and then it's very relatable to what Kanye is doing nowadays. Like go back to watch those Kanye episodes.
I always quote sorry, I was talking with Sean about something. No, I always quote I'm a motherfucking genius with Kanye. I just always say that shit. I'm a lyrical genius.
No, when he's on the stage and he's trying to convince everybody that Kim Kardashian is like human or something, like he's like, are you a great fish?
Are you a hobbit, baby?
It's like, wait a minute. Yo, those episodes always make me laugh. Like I'm gonna probably legit go watch it when I get off of here. Those are just classic episodes. Faith Plus One, yeah, I do love that one as well. Those are all great episodes. Whenever the Cartman is the focus, but like I said, that's why I put Kenny in the GOAT tier because those Mysterion episodes, I didn't know because when I first saw those superhero episodes, I'm sorry, I legit was crying at Cartman being the coon. That just first time I saw Cartman as the coon, I remember vividly laughing until I cried. That I had tears in my eyes because I thought that was just hilarious of Cartman being the coon. And then the whole Mysterion part of that that added a lot to Kenny's character.
Yeah. And again, like classic stuff with Kenny dying every single episode that's just classic South Park stuff. Like, oh my god, they killed Kenny, you bastards, is still just like quotable to this day, and everyone knows what it is. Everyone references that stuff.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the fact that even with like catchphrases and stuff, like Cartman was known for just having a million different catchphrases, and the fact that now it's been like probably like 10, 15 plus seasons and he hasn't done a lot of those catchphrases anymore, like respect my authority, screw you guys, I'm going home. I love all of those catchphrases, but I like the fact that they've added enough to his character that he doesn't need them anymore.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other like celebrity stuff. Barbara Streisand. Oh, Al Gore. Yeah, Al Gore. Good. Man, Bear, Pig. Yeah. Barbara Streisand, Becca Streisand.
Yes.
That one. That's a
Classic.
great episode. They carry
Jared,
so.
Jared from
Who?
Subway.
Oh, Jared from Subway. Jared's got AIDS. I love that episode because they keep saying Jared's got AIDS, and then there's a scene of like he's beating that dead horse.
Yo, there was really some on the nose jokes in that episode.
Yeah.
I just that's automatically when I think celebrities on South Park, I think of him. Well, who else was on there? No, wasn't George Clooney Stan's dog?
Yeah, George Clooney. That was like the smug episode as well. George Clooney was there after he gave his Oscar speech. What was part of that?
Of course, Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez.
That is one of my that might be one of my favorites.
Yeah,
that might be one of my favorites.
Yeah. Shit, that's a great episode.
Great stuff. Great. That's a great Cartman episode. Great Cartman episode.
Yeah.
Can't get out of his own way.
TV's Patrick Duffy.
TV's Patrick Duffy.
Oh, see, I liked Imagination Land. I thought Imagination.
Oh, Imagination Land is great episode for me.
Colin said it's least favorite. He said the Coon and Imagination Land episode.
I love both of those.
I think South Park. I think they're very good. Like when they tried to do serial episodes, I forget what season it was because a lot of it blends together.
I think
it is like the piece. Yeah, like it's the social media stuff, and then Kyle's dad is the fucking troll. Lore. And everything.
Oh no, that's Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's dad is the troll.
Yeah,
when I remember the serial episodes, I remember two storylines. I remember Garrison as Trump, and I remember Randy impersonating Lore. That was yeah. I love that. I love Randy impersonating Lore.
Yeah.
When he showed Stan how to make the song.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite moments of the latter season. Is when he showed them. He's yeah. I am Lord. Yeah.
But like when they tried to do like full seasons as serial, especially the Trump season, because it was very clear they thought it was going to go one way and it went a different way. And so they had to reverse course and it didn't work. Like when they tried to do full seasons of serial, I didn't like those. But when they do like short little arcs, like the Mysterion arc, the Imagination Land arc, like 3 episode arcs, they're really good at doing that stuff.
Yeah, those always hit for me. I like those a little bit more, and those are kind of the ones that I can kind of go back and watch over and over again, those type of ones. So yeah, I agree with you. The shorter arcs, and I say I felt like the first couple of serial seasons were good. Except like the ending of the whole Trump story, because they had to revert course because of what really happened in real life. That was a botch. But the lore stuff, I like the first season when Randy went to Integrity Farms. But yeah, when they made that the intro to the whole season, I was like, all right, y'all kind of killing this. Don't kill it. Why y'all killing this for? I was like, I did not. Y'all literally, and they literally had just switched it up to like the 3D animation intro.
Yeah.
And then they just switched it up to Integrity Farms like immediately after that. I guess people complained about the 3D animation intro, so they decided, oh, let's do Integrity Farms.
Integrity Farms was like fucking great though. I do.
It was. That's why I said that first season of Integrity Farms. Yeah. Oh, I love it, and I love some of the stuff. In the specials with Integrity Farms, the streaming wars, especially. I'm sorry. Stan and Token making boats as WAP is playing is one of the best song choices in South Park history.
It is
one of the best. Like literally, my missus who is like starting to like watch South Park with me more. Maybe the later and the specials, especially, she's been watching with me. She absolutely was dying laughing. She was like, "That is too funny." She's like, "That is too funny." That was great.
Ryan asking, do you guys play the games? I've played Stick of Truth. I've not played the Mysterion game. I did play like the mobile game that they had, like the card game. I played that a little bit, but not much. I played the games back in the day, like the N64 game.
That was the only one I really got is the N64.
Yeah.
That's like classic for me. I remember a bunch of the stuff like shooting chickens, tipping over the cow, and stuff. Like I remember that. That's like a classic N64 game for me.
Yeah, I played that one. I remember playing that one. But yeah, those are the ones I've not played. The Fractured Butthole. That's the new one that I've not.
I heard
played.
That's really good. I still get that, even though it's a couple of years old. I would still get that because the video games. All I hear from people that get the video game is that they love it and it's the best content from South Park in years.
Yeah,
that's where they're putting all their effort. Obviously, now they're not going to put effort into the seasons. I think we all saw that in this past season. They're going to put most of their effort into the specials.
When are new episodes coming out? Because I remember we would review the seasons on FMC, and then it was like the episodes on FMC, and it was like 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's it.
Season.
That was it.
So I was like, what is happening?
That was it. They shortened the season because they have the special. They have to produce 4 specials, I think, for Paramount Plus. So that's what they're doing. That's where they're putting a lot of the focus, and it makes sense because most of the time a season would be like 10 episodes. So you get 6 of the main season, and then you get 4 longer episodes, basically.
And the specials have been good though. Like I'm not mad.
Specials been hitting, especially I like Jensen kept saying the post-COVID special, especially part 2. Is one of the best things South Park has made in maybe a decade.
Yeah. All right, SP3. Any other closing comments on the South Park?
Let us know if you're watching this on demand. Let us know in the comments down below any characters that we missed, so we could, come back to this, and any show suggestions. If there's a popular show you want me and Jensen to talk about, like we're going to talk more, like I said at the beginning of the show, maybe doing it twice a month where we can do our focus show on Degrassi and then do a show or topic that's more like broader topic, broader, discussion that we can have. So let us know in the comments what show, maybe a popular show that you like, that you think me and Jensen would like and you would like us to discuss.
And I mean, I don't know anything about Degrassi, but if you guys rank stuff like South Park, I missed the 90s Nickelodeon one, which I'm or not 90s, but just like the Nickelodeon rankings, which I'm very mad about because you guys were disrespectful to the SpongeBob, and I can't have that. So I did miss that one. I'm very sad about that. But you guys, we're all the same age. You guys like to speak about stuff that I like to speak about. So I will pop on here when there's that kind of stuff. You know what? Well, real quickly, anything you like to plug, SP3?
Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I'll be live later today, I think 7:15 p.m. Eastern time on the Believe in Pro Wrestling podcast. So check that out.
There you go. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Check out everything SP3 does. Check out everything Steven Jensen does at Fight Talk and on Fightful Select. And the Spotlight, my 2 favorite co-hosts, SP3 and Steven Jensen. I do a show weekly with them. So if you love me, you should love them as well. SP3, you know what you guys need to rank next, honestly?
What
is Los Angeles Lakers wins in the 2022-2023
I wish I had my